The 7 deadly ways to get high ticket clients, especially on the internet. What exactly are the 2 ways to position yourself as a high ticket supplier or as a high ticket coach, consultant, trainer? Why is it that people actually pay more money for the same thing in a high ticket fashion? And finally, what are the 7 ways to nail high ticket clients and more in this video? Welcome. This is Dr. Rajat Sinha, medical doctor turned sales strategist. And in the last 5 years, what I've been able to do is turn my consulting career, which was exclusively B2B and exclusively online, into exclusively B2C and exclusively online, while actually increasing my rates so that I make more money today than I was making working offline, flying around in flights and visiting corporate B2B clients. Okay. Now, this video is going to be relevant for you if you have your own coaching consulting product, if you are a commission seller like selling health products like a network marketer, or selling financial products and insurance, or even if you have an agency service where you're selling services or freelancing services online, then this particular video is going to help you crack into the high ticket segment. What is the high ticket segment? The high ticket segment in India starts at about 60,000 rupees, or roughly you can say about $1,000. $1,000 is roughly about 85,000 rupees, but in India, if you're selling upwards of 60,000 rupees worth, especially on the internet, you are into the high ticket segment, and congratulations to you about that. Okay. Now, by American standards or by global internet marketing standards, a high ticket usually starts at about $2,000 to $3,000. But in India, if you are able to crack into the 60,000 rupees segment, then you are on your way. Okay. Why is it now? Before I go into the whys and the hows, I just want to make a caveat over here. The first thing is that if you're selling a product which by itself is high ticket, like insurance, then 60,000 rupees is not actually the insured amount, but it's probably the premium check that you collect. So if you're able to collect premium checks, especially prospects on the internet, at about 60,000 rupees a pop, then you're into the high ticket segment, and congratulations to you on that. Second caveat is, before we get into the actual video, whatever I'm telling you over here is not going to be easy, and it's not a simple hack. It's taken me 4 or 5 years to come to this position, and even before I came to this position, I'd spent roughly about 15 plus years in the industry in actually becoming an authority in what I do, which is sales strategy. And that is why I was able to make the change, and making all of these changes actually took me 2 or 3 years. So if you're watching other ads on the internet, or other people like me, or probably other people on the internet who are saying I'll help you become a high ticket seller, this is not going to be easy. It's going to be a process, and I don't want to give you the impression that this is like a hack which is going to get you into the big leagues just like that. All right. So with that, let us just get started. What are the 2 ways in order to become a high ticket person? Because in order to sell to high ticket clients, you yourself have to be a high ticket person. So what are the 2 ways to sell high ticket? The first one is uh, to play the averages game. What does it mean to play the averages game? Which means you can see a lot of the coaching industry and the online marketing information products industry is on the rise right now, and anybody who's able to build an internet funnel, get some ads going, you're automatically become among the top 1% of people in your industry, even if your core business was online or was offline. Okay, so as soon as you go online, you pretty much beat all the competition, become first among equals. Now, the easy way to actually become a high ticket seller is that you play the averages game. There are a lot of people who are coming in, probably buying your entry level information product. If you have a lot of people in the room who have actually paid you for your information product, and guessing that you probably have a good information product, you have some semblance of authority in your game, people are getting value from you. Then if you introduce a high ticket offer, obviously 1 in 10 or 1 in 7 or 1 in 15 people are going to be buying your high ticket offer, whatever it is. Okay, so that the simplest way to sell a high ticket offer is, first of all, to become a first among equals simply by running an online funnel, and then playing the averages game, which is start off with a small information product that gets people into the door, serve them well, and then once you have enough people in the room, once every month or once every batch, you can roll out an upsell that goes into the high ticket segment, 60,000 rupees and above, and you will see that people will buy it just because it's a game of averages. So the easiest way to to become a high ticket seller is to beat through the averages. In my case, I was able to beat through the averages by going online, and then I realized all of the work that I do to collect prospects, as much as I can do in about 3 months, the same kind of work internet can do in about 2 weeks. And suddenly I was able to command high ticket prices and actually sell high ticket products. I was selling an electronic product which was 3.5 lakh rupees in value, something I could never have imagined in a B2C scenario. And as soon as I went on Facebook ads, I was able to go and sell 3.5 lakh rupee products to absolute strangers who had seen me online, and then they came to meet me. So the game of averages changes significantly as soon as you go on the internet. The second way is to develop a specialization. I would highly encourage that you do that. A specialization takes years and years to develop. If you want to be a specialist in doing something very small at a very specialized level, and if there's a need for that in the market, you will automatically command lots of prices, not only lots of high prices, but other people will be sending business to you simply because they have the client and they don't have a solution for that client, and the client wants the solution badly enough. So if there's a need in the market, just think about that. A heart surgeon automatically is a high ticket person, regardless of what, because very few people can actually become heart surgeons, and heart surgeons actually get all of their patients referred to them from other hospitals and other doctors who do not have the specialty. Similarly, neurosurgeon, if you're a brain surgeon, if you're a cancer surgeon, all of these guys are so specialized that other people are constantly referring their patients to them simply because they don't have the capability to handle them. So as soon as you develop a specialization, you do develop pole position in the market. And even if the market goes up, market goes down, it doesn't matter what the market situation is, a specialist is going to command more money. And I highly recommend that you study your market, study the clients that you're already serving, and develop a specialization, something that is badly required but other people are not willing to take the extra pain to develop that specialization, develop and deliver that product line. And if you're able to do that, my friend, you will be light years ahead. The first step is obviously to get on the internet, is going to put you light years ahead in terms of demand supply situation. But in terms of actual core competency, developing a specialization is going to put you in the high ticket segment, provided there's a bad enough need in the marketplace. Okay. Now let's go to, why do people actually pay more for certain things, and why do people actually pay these ticket sizes? The reason number one is that some people have more money. Comes back to the averages game, which is, if you have a bunch of people who you have already earned the trust of, some people just have more money and they're going to pay more for the same thing simply because they probably want more access, or they feel that the same thing is more valuable to them than it is to other people, and they're going to pay more money. And I am such a buyer. If I see a freelancer online or somebody that can provide some service to me that I badly need, I'm just going to pay them 20% more than they ask, because I know that they probably don't have the confidence to ask for more, but I know that it's very valuable to them, very valuable to me, and I want to have their attention, have them focus on my project more than they're focusing on other clients' projects. I just pay them 20% more than they ask for, and then I command obviously more attention, and I want more access. Okay. So some people pay more simply because they have more money. It has nothing to do with you, it has nothing to do with your capability. Even if you feel that, hey man, I'm just new in the market, I'm not that big, I'm not a brand, I'm not specialized, it doesn't matter. Just remember that some people who have more money will obviously pay for your expertise, however less you may think that expertise is, but some people are going to pay more for it just because they need it and they're used to paying for it. Very simple. Okay. Now come to the next point. Why do people pay more? They want results faster. What are people paying for when they buy high ticket, or when they pay more for the same thing? Is they want faster results. Okay. So remember this, people pay more for speed. Just look at how much time your overall coaching or whatever process you're delivering, how much time does this thing take for the client to get the results, and how can you shorten it? The way I teach my students is, just go online with a do-it-yourself information product where you have outlined the entire process, hold nothing back, show them how to do it step by step, give them lots of training material so that they know that you're the authority. And then if they want things faster, you can have upsells, which could be a done with you challenge, or it could be a done for you service, or whatever it is. Okay. So if they want results faster, they're going to pay more for it. The next one is, why do people pay more for the same thing? They need customization or attention. So they may want more access. They may want more guidance. Okay. They may want more to spend more time with you. They may want more customization, which means you may have to have a small team, maybe a couple of people work exclusively on their project, so that they can kind of work with your freelancers, work with your employees, and get them to do what they want inside their project or whatever chain they want to have. Okay. This is more relevant for specialized agencies and things like that. But even if you're coaching, even if you have a health product, even if you have a make money product, people want more access to you because they want you to look at their portfolio, for example, if you're a financial planner. Okay. And that means more time from your side, so people are going to pay more. Very simple. What is the other reason that people pay more and thus go to high ticket? Is that they don't want to experiment. They don't want to experiment. every single process that a person goes into, your client, every single step that they take towards achieving their goals also comes with a risk of uncertainty. Risk or uncertainty, which means the risk is that time is going to be wasted, and uncertainty is whether they're going to get the result or not. And that is why people pay high ticket, because they want the certainty, and somehow you've got to communicate that certainty to them, that if they pay you the right amount of money, you're going to get the job done. The certainty is higher. Okay. And those are the three things, by the way, that people actually pay any kind of money, small ticket, high ticket, whatever it is, for. People pay for guidance, people pay for guarantees, and people pay for speed. So just remember this formula: guide, guarantee, and speed. And if you're constantly communicating that in even your low ticket offers, even if your mid ticket, high ticket offers, you got to have more guidance, more guarantees, and more speed, people are going to just go on paying more and more. Very simple. Okay. And definitely you're going to provide the value. When you say value is more certainty, more guidance, more speed. All right. Cool. Let's go to the seven ways on how to nail these high ticket clients. How do you do that? The first way is width. Very, very important. Very, very important. This is the factor that most people miss. Even if the coaches or anybody who's giving ads on how to close high ticket clients, this is a factor that is somehow missing in their advertising, and that gives a wrong perception to the clientele, which could be you, that you're going to develop some kind of wings of gold or something like that, and you're going to suddenly start asking for more money, and people are just going to start paying more money. That's not the case. People pay more money if there are more people in the room just like them wanting to buy the same result. Okay, so it's a demand supply situation. You got to trip the demand supply situation in your favor, and the way you do that is by getting more width. Remember I said earlier in the video, if there are more people in the room who have earned your trust, that means whose trust you have earned, which means they trust you to get the result. They've seen your information product, they've seen you serving them once or twice a week, maybe on a live call, support call, or something like that. They know that you're serious, you're in this business, you're doing the work. If there are enough people in the room, some of them are going to pay higher, but for that you need to get enough people in the room. Don't be one of those clowns who just just creates an ad. You haven't built the width, you haven't built the credibility, you don't have client studies, and you're just going into the market just trying to sell some high ticket, especially if you're not specialized in their area, or especially if there are other people like you in the same market. Okay. So I see a lot of financial planners, insurance agents who are my students. They come, oh, I want to sell high ticket. Well, how many clients do you have? Like, what kind of brand visibility have you built? How many people know you? What is your specialization in the market? Like, what is the specific thing that you do apart from the same crappy insurance policies that everybody is selling? What is the specific thing that you do for a client that is going to make you like the top dog in the industry, or make you specialized in their mind? And they haven't figured all this out, and they just come to me and they're like, hey, I want to get high ticket clients. Well, it's not that simple. Okay. You need to be serving lower ticket clients, get them all in the room, serve them all at the same time in a support call or something like that, and build that whole community effect where the people with with more money than the rest of the people, they know that, hey man, this guy's serious, I need to get closer to him, I need more attention, I need more guidance, more certainty. What's it going to take for me to get more out of this guy? Okay. And that's where your high ticket kind of mentality starts. Okay. So if you do not have width, unless you are hyper specialized in something, which I don't believe is the case with most people who go online. Okay, like people who are really hyper specialized, you see a heart surgeon, you see top criminal lawyers in the country. Do you see them giving ads and wasting their time making reels? No. That's because business flows to them from other people already in the industry, because they are already the apex position. So I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you're none of those guys. Okay, I know what my clientele is. I know what my subscribers are. They're just like me. Okay, in my case, I've become hyper specialized in sales. I'm still not, like a heart surgeon or something like that, but I become hyper specialized in sales after 25 years. I spent 20 years doing this, and I can tell you, man, that without width, my high ticket products will probably still not sell. Okay, so the width is the number one game. You need to have lower ticket products which are constantly generating case studies, which are constantly giving you more content, more ideas, more prospect feedback, that you're constantly pushing back into your marketing and into your product specialization. So unless you're doing all the drudgery work, you will never actually be a high ticket person, because you will not understand what is the broad problem of the market that most people are facing. Unless you know that, you will not be a high ticket person, you'll not be able to build the specialization. So both of these things go hand in hand. You need to have the numbers, you need to have the width, You need to have the averages. Okay. Next, you have brand. What is brand? Once you have width, you got to be serving a large amount of people. You got to be seeing who are the most serious people, serving them at that level, even if it's at low ticket offer level, getting the client studies, and have a way to publish back the client studies somewhere. I would recommend use a Facebook group. Today my Facebook group has grown very big, so now I use YouTube, but all my client studies are constantly being pushed back into one repository. It could be a Facebook group, it could be YouTube, or wherever, so that whenever the next prospective clients come, they are able to see that you're very, very serious, and then you have the demand supply situation in your favor, which means you are the chooser. Okay. Brand means what? You become the chooser. Okay. So people want to do business with a brand. They feel better doing business with a brand. It helps them improve their own self image if they're doing business with a brand. And in order to become a brand, the two or three things that you can do is have consistent client studies. Okay. Have consistent content, which basically means make some video just like I'm making on YouTube. You can make it in your Facebook group, you can make it on YouTube. I prefer Facebook group. Till this time you consistently started making 1 to 2 lakh rupees a month, just use a Facebook group. It is the best, and keep pushing content in there. Okay. And when new people come to meet you, you can just scroll up and down in the Facebook group, and you can just show them, hey man, these are the things I do. Just the sheer number of amount of content that you created automatically makes you a brand. It's something that everybody can do. You don't need more money, you don't need more time in the market, more specialization, more connections, nothing. You just need more angles on solving people's problems, just like the one I'm doing right now by making a free video for my subscribers. Okay. I am becoming a brand by making more content. Very simple. Okay. So you got case studies, you got more content. And the third thing you can do to increase your brand is make some investments and get some press releases, get some press visibility, apply for some contests. And even if you don't win the contest, even if you come in the top 10, even if you come in the top 15, your name is showing up somewhere. Okay, there are many contests I've applied for where I haven't won the award. In fact, some of the contests I went to the ceremonies and I felt like a loser because I was probably one of the least important people, least accomplished people over there. But hey, my name came somewhere, a couple of photos of mine, and some publications. If you search my name, Dr. Rajat Sinha, on the internet, it'll show up at a few places, and that gives me a little bit of confidence when I'm dealing with prospects, because they don't know that I was a loser in that contest. They just see that there are 10 names published and my name is among them. That's it. That's all. That's what makes the difference. Okay. So make sure that you have some visibility over there. And I would highly recommend you read a book called Key Person of Influence. Okay. There's a book called Key Person of Influence. Just check that book out on Amazon, and it's going to get the job done. All right. Let's go to the next point. You got width, you got brand. Let's go to verbiage and messaging. Verbiage and messaging. Definitely at your lower level, at your information product level, if you're creating information products, like I have a course program, you are going to obviously serve a little bit more of the masses. However, consistently in your messaging, you should be talking to the top buyers. You should be talking to the top buyers. Okay, like in my case, I serve primarily commission sellers, financial products guys, and I serve network marketers. And I'm constantly talking about president team guys, crown ambassador guys, MDR, TCOT, TOT guys. I constantly have these terms. I'm constantly talking numbers that are significant for them. Why is that? Because I want, out of all the audience that is watching my ads or my content, I want them to know that this guy serves us also. Us means the high ticket guys also. Okay, the way I operate is also, in my mind, the target client is always a MDR, TCOT, TOT, press team, crown ambassador, diamond direct, whatever it is. Okay, why is that? Is because I know 80% of my revenue actually comes from the big ticket guys. Okay, while I want to serve as many people as possible, 80% of my revenue comes from the big ticket guys, and I constantly want to be creating that verbiage and messaging that targets them. Also in my sales calls, if anybody ever comes to my webinars, puts a question in the comments box, anybody ever asks me a question, I'm looking for the auditory and visual signs that tell me that this guy is not serious, he's not a high ticket guy. High ticket guys talk very, very differently than a low ticket guy. The body language is very different, urgency level is very different. What are they the way they put things across is very, very different. Okay, most high ticket buyers are focused on certainty and speed. That's it, certainty and speed. Okay, and they don't make it your problem. They don't make it your problem. It is actually easier to service high ticket clients if you know how to look for the signs. They don't make certainty your problem. They don't say, hey man, I want you to take over my business. I want you to do this for me. I want to outsource this whole function to you so that somebody else can do it, because they know that's a stupid thing to do. You would never outsource critical functions directly to somebody totally, especially a marketing function. And the moment you start doing that, your business stops becoming your own. It becomes somebody else's business. Okay, so they don't talk like a low ticket guy. They don't talk like somebody who's trying to offload their responsibility. No. And they don't make it your problem also. So if they want speed, they want, what are the things am I going to get delivered during this time? If you can give me this, I'll be happy. Is there a paperwork that supports that you're going to give me this amount of whatever value in this amount of time? I'm good to go. Okay, a lot of people are constantly asking questions and making it your problem and putting the load on you. Hey man, what is the guarantee I get this? Let me think about it, and I need more information to decide. They are low ticket guys. People who need more information to decide are low ticket guys. I myself am a high ticket buyer. I look at an ad and within 1 minute I've figured out that this person is useful to me. When I connect with them, I want to pay money to get a one-on-one call with them. And when I get on a one-on-one call with them, I usually have 2 or 3 simple buying questions. Can this be done? Can this be done? Can this be done? And can this be done at scale? Let's test out a small project, because the first thing I want to do is I want to pay money, test a small project for a freelancer that I'm probably hiring that I saw on the internet or something. See if they can do the basics of the job very well. Then I want to test for scale. So I'm a high ticket buyer. High ticket buyers never worry about getting more information and more guarantees in a way to make it your problem. They don't want to make their problem your problem. If you see somebody who's trying to make their problem your problem, your antennae should go up and you should know that you're not talking to a high ticket buyer. And then you got to put them through a qualification spectrum, which I'm going to be talking about now. Okay, very, very simple. Hey, by the way, if this is something different that you're seeing that you see most on videos and YouTubes and reels and things like that, and if you're seeing that this kind of perspective is something very fresh, very solid, very grounded, and something that you can start using in your life right away and so value, then please subscribe to this channel. I would really love that you keep watching my videos and really get a lot of value from them. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one. Verbiage and messaging. Now let's go to segmentation. Very, very important. If you already have an information system set up where you have an information product or something like that, you're already serving some paid members, or if you don't have an information product but people are watching your reels or stuff like that on Instagram or something, definitely have a survey system in place. Survey system is that people can go, you can put up a simple survey on a Google form. It's absolutely free, and you can have some questions which makes people qualify themselves. How much time have they spent in the market solving the problem that they have? It could be a health problem or whatever. Who are the people they have already consulted? How much money has already been wasted not getting the solution? So you get a sense of how serious this client is. If somebody is spending money in the market, they've tried a couple of things, they are potentially a high ticket prospect. Okay, and then you can test for budget and income level and things like that. So you can ask indirect questions in a survey and really get to know who are the clients who are ready, or how many percentage of people in your room or percentage of people in your course program could possibly go for a high ticket offer if they were served one. Okay, very, very important. Okay, remember, people buy high ticket because they have the money to buy high ticket, and you should constantly be testing for 2 things. Do they have money or budget? And second, have they been used to spending that money on budget? Okay, there are a lot of crorpatis and arabpatis I've seen in my life who do not have the propensity to spend money. They may be driving around in a Mercedes, they may be living in big mansions, but when it comes to putting out the money to get speed, putting out the money to get stuff done faster and with customization, they just don't want to do that. They don't have the propensity to spend that money. They're not the high ticket buyer that I'm looking for. Okay, they're just lost in their own Mercedes, lost in their own mansions, in their own greatness, and they're not active in the marketplace. You want to see people who are active players in the marketplace. Okay, and that's the guys who are going to be the best players, and you're going to love to support these guys. They're going to make life easy for you, and you're going to make life beautiful for them. Okay, so segmentation, you should know what percentage of your room is possibly ready for a high ticket play. Go to the next one. Custom selling. High ticket offers are not sold on webinars, and they're not sold on free calls either. Okay, let me just save you a lot of time. If you're trying to sell high ticket offers of a webinar, of a workshop is fine. Mostly it's high ticket offers are sold in a physical room or on a paid consultation, or to people who are inside your paid program, which is priced ideally upwards of 5,000 rupees. Ideally upwards of 5,000 rupees, minimum 3,000 rupees. Okay, if the entry point into your room has been minimum of 3 to 5,000 rupees, then chances are you're going to get 7 to 10% conversion in a high ticket offer starting at 60 grand. Okay, if you're in a workshop which people bought for 499 or something like that, not the best format. If you're trying to sell high ticket of free consultations, not the best format. Best to do 2 level consultations. I'll do a free Zoom call, let's do some needs analysis, then you pay, and then you come into another consultation, which is going to be my next point. Okay, so custom selling, these offers are sold in certain formats. You need to understand these formats. First of all, you got to have an information product, so that becomes a little more customized, where once people have paid that money and interacting with you inside the room on a support call or something like that, then you have that level of customization. Otherwise, they should have paid for your paid consultation. That brings a level of customization. Or they should have paid for an in-person workshop, where not only have they paid money, they also have to spend a lot of time coming to the hotel where you're holding the workshop and actually spend that kind of time. Okay, that becomes a little more of a custom experience. Okay, so high ticket offers are sold on custom selling basis. Next, qualification, very very important. If you have a big high ticket offer that goes into 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, whatever it is, then you got to stagger the buying journey. Okay, nobody pays 2 lakhs upfront on the internet, nobody pays 5 lakhs upfront on the internet. And the way we do it is, people are obviously going to take time to think about the offer. And the way I do it is, they have to first pay money to get on a custom scoping call, that is paid. And then they have to pay money if they want to get a discount, so they got to get a custom proposal. All of these steps are paid for. Okay, you can have money back guarantees in there, which is, hey man, if it doesn't work out, you can have your money back, but they have to pay for it. So you can't have a room full of people who are claiming that they can spend 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, because most people in India actually, even if they do have that kind of money, they don't spend it directly, unless you have a huge demand supply equation in your favor. Okay, unless you're a big brand, you're holding an event in a big 5-star hotel, people have spent 3 days with you, you've done a super job on this, you got 100 people in the room, then the equation is very very different in your favor. Okay, if it's not, if you're selling 1-to-1 or something like that, if you don't have enough people in the room, just stagger the journey, so that at every step people have to pay in order to get more access, more information, because these deals usually take time. Okay, usually in my case, I budget about 3 to 4 hours of deal scoping before a deal is closed. Okay, and if I'm going to be spending that kind of time for scoping, then might as well get paid for it. Yeah, we have the guarantees in place and things like that. Okay, very very important. Next, stagger the buying journey. Let's come to point number 7, deal structuring. Very very important. This is where you actually become a brand yourself. Deal structuring of these deals involves terms and conditions, guarantees, and staggered payments. So you need to have a whole plethora of money collection methods available that guarantee you that the payment will come through, because you're going to start delivering value right up front. As soon as the signing amount is collected, you're delivering the value up front. So you got to protect yourself, and the way you protect yourself, and it looks good on you as well, is by actually becoming a corporate, actually becoming a high ticket person, high ticket supplier yourself. And the way you should do it is, first of all, make sure that you've qualified for GST. Okay, as soon as possible. Even if you're on the way there, I help solopreneurs go from zero to their first 20 lakh rupee year. And I tell them, man, if you're doing a clip of, let's say, 1.5 lakh rupees a month, just apply for GST, because you're already on that clip. You're already going to qualify. You know that. Apply for GST. The moment you apply for GST, all kinds of finance partnerships open up for you. You can become yourself a registered finance partner, so that you can debit money from people's accounts if they sign a mandate. You can do that. You can tie up with financing partners who are able to provide money to your prospects, so that those prospects can pay you. So through your name and your connections, you can get money delivered to your prospects so that they can pay you. And then the financing partners will obviously have their whole EMI system and all that. Okay, you can do that. You should definitely have a solid payment processor where you can set up timed coupons that have been sent to the clients, which they can pay manually, no problem. So the way you structure the deal makes you look a very serious person. It's not about the value that they're going to get from the product, but the actual structuring of the deal. Okay, I learned this from one of my mentors, Grant Cardone, when I was part of Cardone University, and I learned all of these different things because Grant Cardone was actually a car salesman, and he said nobody actually buys a car on cash. They need to have finance. So if you haven't tied up with finance partners, if you don't have a variety of finance options available for clients to make the deal in their favor, then you're going to lose the race, man. Okay, in India, first thing you should do is get solid payment processors. Just do Stripe, just do Razorpay, Instamojo. All three of them, they're all free. Definitely, if you're in a good clip, you're making good amount of money. This is what comes into the picture when you how you start your business and what is the base of your business. Do you have low ticket clients? Are you getting the results? Are you getting the money? Then apply for GST. Even if you've not completed your 20 lakhs of the financial year, if you're on that clip, apply for GST. As soon as you apply for GST, partnerships open up because the GST system in India is amazing. And that's another thing I teach solopreneurs, how to scale the whole company, the whole jungle of what is the size of company you need to be in, what are the structuring you need to have. Okay, and as soon as you do GST, you get most of the benefits that this economy has to offer, and it is the fastest growing economy in the world. Play in it, live in it, enjoy, make malai, cream, whatever, bathe in milk, enjoy. Okay, but you got to structure your whole offer like a real business would structure, and money is going to come. Money is going to come even from individuals. They're going to respect doing business with a partner just like you. Okay, even if you're a coach, even if you're a health coach, even if you're a insurance agent, mutual fund seller, it doesn't matter. Okay, see yourself as bigger than you are, and make arrangements accordingly, and people will see how big you are and what greatness you have inside of you, how much sacrifice you've made in the market, what are the things you've done in the market to make things easy for you, and the deals are going to come. Just relax. Okay, just don't think that any of this is a shortcut. It is a process, and this process is highly worth it. It may be painful in the beginning a little bit, but I can encourage you, it's going to be highly worth it, and you're going to seriously see yourself in a new light if you can get to this segment where you can close 2 lakh, 3 lakh, 5 lakh rupee deals, especially if you can do it through your reputation and through your specialization and have all of these other options so that you can make the journey easy for your prospects. Okay, I hope you liked the video. Please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Leave me a nice comment. What would you like to see in the next video? And I'd love to make a video especially for you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.